Hi, I'm Mark Blomley, Member Relationship Manager at Unisport Australia, and today I'm joined by Anthony Wasson, from Student and Casual Staff Member from Western Sydney University. Thanks for joining me, Anthony.
No worries, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
Anthony, you're currently studying sports development at Western Sydney University. Tell me about where your interest in sports started and why you decided to study and pursue a career in sports management.
Yeah, so pretty much I've grown up in sport since I was very young. It's been one of the first things I've been into since probably 4.5, 5. I got into tennis, and just from there I've always wanted to improve myself, found myself wanting to do coaching. And then as time went on through high school, and I thought to myself looking at something in sport like physiotherapy or exercise sports science, which eventually what I got into at ACU, and then eventually moved into sport development at Western Sydney to see what sport can do on a number of areas, from health to health promotion to just trying to improve quality of life for people, as well as that competitive side of sport that we see every day.
Awesome. So you've been a high-level tennis player yourself and continue to coach now as well. So what doors has that opened for you, and what doors have opened as a result of being involved in Unisport?
So pretty much I'm not too bad of a tennis player. I've got a lot of friends, so thankful that have helped us improve the team at Western Sydney and all that. But pretty much since coming into university sport, which is something I dreamed of being a part of actually back in high school, not only did it provide me the opportunity to compete, it opened so many more doors in terms of making new relationships with other students that share the same passion of sport, both social and competitively. It pretty much encouraged me to start up a lot of sporting clubs, that being like the tennis club and even the social sports club at Western Sydney. But as well, it also allowed me to discover sport development at Western Sydney as well, and look at sport in a different way in terms of seeing how sport has the ability to drive social change and improve the quality of life of people, and really try and improve society in that said way. So, yeah.
Awesome. So you've previously been a team captain at Unisport Nationals for Western Sydney. Tell me about that experience.
It was an honour. I'm still very appreciative of that opportunity I had. That was back in 2017. So that was actually my second year at Western Sydney University. I was pretty new to the university, still getting used to a lot of people, but I found that opportunity allowed me to connect to a lot of the students there. But also, it was a great time to try and promote a sense of a culture change at the university that who I worked for, Brendan Harry, really wanted to push forward with, and I agreed with, and many of the other students did. And we tried to change that sort of stigma that was unfortunately seen at university games with alcohol and all that, and pretty much present to people that didn't really understand the event or the sport at university to show that it's a lot more than that, and it can be taken much more further. But like I said earlier, it's actually opened a lot of doors to me. It's paved my way into wanting to do a lot more in the sport area in terms of career, and hopefully we'll see what happens in the future as a result of it.
Awesome. So why are you passionate about changing the culture of sport both at nationals to becoming more competitive, but as a broader goal as well? I noticed you sort of have that passion about what you want to do.
So when the idea came out that, well, we had the change of Australian University Games to Unisport Nationals and all that, and it was going to be a lot more competitive. I know some people kind of like the social side of it all, and I too like the social side of it, but I also thought it was a good opportunity for there to be a more competitive side of university sport, and to really see sport, or the quality of sport in Australia at the university level, really become stronger, a bit more, how would you say, high quality, maybe even respected and all that, but also grant the opportunity for some people that are at university a pathway into maybe professional sport. We're still obviously working towards that in some sports, but I still believe it's in the right direction. And that's not to say that there isn't the social side of sport that coexist. I still believe that there's still opportunity that other programs can be developed. Like at Western Sydney, we got a campus of origin, which is the social sport amongst different campuses. You can imagine seeing that against maybe some universities in a regional capacity as well. But of course, we have Western Sydney against Duntroon as well, which is the academy down in Canberra, which again, very sporty. That's a big sporting event, especially in the rugby side, but also has those social components as well that everyone looks forward to. So, yeah.
Awesome. So how have you and the team at Western Sydney gone about trying to drive that positive culture change within the team?
It's been a team effort, massive team effort. So in order to get that positive culture change across, it's taken a lot of teamwork, not just by the staff, but the students, which they have to be commended for so many years. We're working towards improving what sport is at Western Sydney and beyond. And as you may know, last year we won the Spirit Award, which was just a testament towards all the hard work, not just current students, but students of the past as well that have worked towards trying to achieve, to show that we're not just there to muck around, because we're not there to muck around, we're there to be competitive, but also respectful as well. So supporting other teams, supporting each other, trying to be pretty much the university everyone like to compete against, not just competitively, but also it's an enjoyable experience to have as well. But as well to pretty much just advocate how important sport is and the power sport has to improve just the student experience while those are at uni are conducting their studies. They don't have to be just stuck in the classroom. There's a lot more to university life, and we just want to provide the opportunity via sport to improve their experiences during their time.
Awesome. So you're currently employed within the sports department as well at Western Sydney. So how did that position come about, and what are your current roles and duties there?
I actually got offered that through Brendan. Just sometimes Brendan and I like to have a go on the PlayStation and online and all that for esports, which is a big thing now at the moment, which we love. But he just asked me if I was interested in helping. Just it was in an administration sort of period. So you may not know, Western Sydney is such a small team at the moment with just Dave Horsley and Brendan Hoey. Like I said, small team, but very dedicated individuals who not only just work hard amongst themselves, but students have the pleasure of helping out themselves. But pretty much I just try to help out where possible, where it comes to just data collection or even just small things, getting stuff ready for any major events coming up, such as Unisport Nationals. Also, just recently, as part of my internship now, so I've been logging those hours when it comes to my sport development degree, which has allowed me to help in the club space. So trying to help develop my own club, the Social Sports Club, through some online programs due to COVID and all that, but also just helping out wherever possible to try and, again, just push that sort of sports club space and try and, again, provide opportunities for students to get involved in one way or another.
Awesome. So take me through the journey of how you developed social sport on campus through to establishing a new club. Obviously, you've kind of been a driving force behind that, particularly in tennis at the university, but I know you've just started some new clubs up as well. So take me through that journey.
Yeah, so since I started at Western Sydney University, I had a couple of mates that are already tennis or driven there I've known from a young age through tournaments and all that. And just started off as a group of 5 of us who were, again, competitive. But the idea of forming a club came up. So a couple of my mates, we got together to form the executive of the club, created the logo and really built it from there. Still a lot more work to do. Unfortunately, with COVID and all that, we've just been struggling a bit with the social side of it. We've had a lot more competitive side to it. But as soon as that's over, we'll be looking at creating a lot more social hitting to try and include other students within the community of different or various ability levels. But I have to say, again, it all came down to teamwork. Like, it wasn't just myself. It came from a group of dedicated friends of mine who, even though they've graduated now, are still very active within the club, even to the point we have students from other universities that actually come to Western Sydney just to enjoy, to play with us. And it's really paid off really well. Like, each year we've gotten much better. Last year finally winning Div 2 and actually doing very well Div 1, where we finished 5th in the country, which is great. It was something that some of our teammates really actually wanted to stay at uni for, and actually did a little bit more study so they can be around for that opportunity. And it just kind of shows you how important just sport it is to some of these students. Like, they're willing to hang around a bit longer if they need to, just to, again, be in that sort of team environment, especially in tennis, even though it's quite individual. It's one of the only opportunities we get to actually compete in a team, and something we look forward to every single year. And then going on to the social sports club, provided an opportunity not just for people with various abilities, but people from like different cultures, different backgrounds, to try a variety of different sports that you never even thought of, even those inclusive sports, which we tried to push within the last year or so when it comes to like bocce, wheelchair basketball, all of those. It just shows you that anyone can join in, everyone can have fun, and you shouldn't be limited in what you can do in sport. And I feel like, and this is the message we try to get across, sport has that ability to unite people. And that's pretty much the point we're trying to get across to members within the university, and hopefully continue to move forward to develop sport there as well, and everywhere else in the country if it comes to that too.
Awesome. Sounds great. So what did you do early on in your university life that has opened up employment opportunities for you, do you think?
Well, when it comes to sport, you have to network and all that, but I don't go out there just to meet people to just for the sake of a potential job. Like, I enjoy sport very much, and sport has the ability to grant you the ability to form those connections. And it's just one of those things where you get along with people, you meet people, and then things just open up for you. Just as like when I came to Western Sydney, I never expected to be in the position I am now. So when it comes to like being granted the opportunity to be on the student advisory board for Unisport, so there's some of those things I just didn't expect to ever come across, but glad they have. And I have to again thank a lot of other students who have helped me to push to try and advocate sport, but also, don't I say it, but like just be myself. Like, if I'm passionate about something, to just keep going for it and not just be scared away from anything that may seem a little bit uncomfortable. But yeah, I gotta say, just I guess I'm lucky in a way, but appreciative too.
Awesome. So tell me about, obviously you were elected to the Unisport Student Advisory Committee around 9 months ago. Tell me about that experience and what you guys have been working on there.
Again, another great opportunity, like I said earlier. So that came up through an email Brendan forwarded to me from Donna from Unisport, and I looked into it and I thought, right, this is a great opportunity to not just promote Western Sydney a bit more, but also look at how we can improve sport within the university, but also provide my opinion on how Unisport can go in the future of their sporting programs. And I have to commend Unisport for that. I'm glad that they're doing a lot more with students now and getting the opinions of students and what we feel like is the right direction, what could be improved on. And I believe that's, again, to Unisport, a great credit to them, because I feel like, even though we couldn't see it this year due to COVID, I believe this coming Unisport event, Nationals, would have been probably one of the best ones in a long time. Not saying the previous ones have been bad at all. Everyone I've treasured great memories with, but it's good to keep improving forward. So, but at the same time, it's also granted me a lot of opportunities to meet other students around the country, bringing come up new ideas that we can bring into Western Sydney University, but also opportunity for me to be one of the representatives for the Student Volunteer Leaders Academy for FISU as well. So again, another great experience.
Awesome. A lot of great experiences there you've had through university. So I guess as a final sort of question to you, what advice can you provide to other sports management or sport development students and ways that they can potentially kickstart their own practical experiences and careers?
I'll say look for opportunities. Just look at where you can help, even in maybe in the smallest of things, such as like just volunteer work at a local community or club, or even with your own university, or not even just volunteering to help out, but even just playing an active role in a sporting team, because you never know who you might come across. You never know what you may become interested in. Like perfect example was back in ACU, a group of mates got together to form a ultimate frisbee club, and a couple of years later they represent Australia. Like it's just one of those things. You just if you play an active part, you just don't know what's around the corner. So, like I said, just look for opportunities, network as much as possible, but at the same time, really enjoy what you're doing. If you're not enjoying it, don't do it. There's got to be something better out there for you to do, because if you're not enjoying something, there's really no point. But just do what you can to be the best of you, and that's it.
Awesome. Some great advice. Thanks again for your time today, Anthony. It's been a pleasure chatting to you.
No worries. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it.